This is ComNet. During a crisis, instant access to site-specific information is essential to protecting lives and property. ComNet looks at the development of Rapid Responder and how it's proven its worth to police and fire departments around the country. ComNet is sponsored by the Department of Homeland Security, Preparedness Directorate's Office of Grants and Training. Coming to you from the facilities of the National Terrorism Preparedness Institute at St. Petersburg College, here are Al Rochelle and Jennifer Holloway.
A Department of Homeland Security Safety Act certified program is helping first responders manage crises more efficiently. It is called Rapid Responder. It's a system that's simple, smart, and could help save lives.
Rapid Responder is a crisis management system. Marty Wagner is with Prepared Response, the Seattle-based company that created it with public safety officials.
It's a tactical operation tool, so it creates a common operating picture for police and fire. So if you figure war on terror, you're actually walking into battle space, if you will. So it provides a tactical response tool that police and fire can pull up on site and get facts-based information on the venue as they roll forward into the event.
Rapid Responder provides first responders with critical facility information during an emergency by mapping the area. In Spokane, Washington, the Davenport Hotel was the first hotel in the world to utilize the computer technology. Following a rash of violent episodes involving judges and courthouses in Atlanta and Seattle, it was installed at the hotel and the Spokane Convention Center for the 2005 Ninth Circuit Judicial Conference. The conference involved hundreds of high-profile figures in the judicial system.
In this building, we were fortunate enough to have a drill using several different disciplines: law, FBI, Secret Service, as well as hotel staff and our hazardous materials team, and work together to deal with the consequences of an incident with the occupied hotel. And that just went absolutely seamless. And primarily it was because everybody was reading off at the same page, the information was updated, it was real time, and everybody was familiar with it.
Rapid Responder is software accessed via the hard drive of a desktop computer or laptop, the internet, or saved on a disk. It allows first responders to instantly access more than 300 site-specific data points, including tactical plans, evacuation routes, and staging areas. Think of it as one-stop shopping.
In the past, we may have had to consult a number of different binders, clipboards, information we'd have posted. And now we have it in one place in a database program that we can get into instantly, and everything from the floor plans to the rooms to where the emergency shutoffs are for utilities to the outside fire hydrant locations. There's a lot of information that's in one place, and it can be rapidly accessed.
With Rapid Responder, the information is just a click away.
When we click on the hazardous materials tab, we show that what we have in the hotel that in reportable quantities, and obviously there's some smaller ones. We have chlorine, the fuel oil for the emergency generator, then paint. That's probably the largest quantities of items. So again, we have the material safety data sheet, gives all the information we need, where that's stored, what that facility looks like. We can go into that floor plan for that level. This tank is on in the generator if they wanted to see from the hallway as an example.
It took about 1 week to digitally map all 15 floors of the Davenport Hotel. A prepared response team worked with 36 federal officials and local emergency responders.
We get all the stakeholders together pre-event, and there's huge benefit in that because they can meet and greet and build a tactical response plan when there is no adrenaline pumping, when they can really look at the potential event, plan for it, and make facts-based decisions again on how they would respond.
The system uses state-of-the-art security protocols and can update information in real time.
It's really pretty intuitive program. It's Windows-based like a lot of the stuff we're used to using now, and so it's point and click. It's really very simple.
It's a living document. We continue to fine-tune, we continue to add information.
At Spokane's Lewis and Clark High School, Rapid Responder helped during an incident involving an armed student. Within 20 minutes, more than 2,000 students were safely evacuated. Within 12 minutes, the armed student was located and contained in a science room.
Pulling up those floor plans allowed them to see different access points that he had.
SWAT team located here, being able to view right into the room.
We were able to determine what room, what was in the room, and the best approach. So if any other units came onto the scene, we could direct them in safely to back up the units that were already there.
One of the key components of the program is where your chemical storage and other kinds of hazards. He was in a science wing on the 3rd floor where gas burners were. So being able to access getting the gas shut off to the main building so that there was, no chance of at least starting a fire with natural gas. So all of that information, you quickly ascertain in a critical incident kinds of information you need.
A system like Rapid Responder can also be beneficial to ports. It was recently installed at the Port of Olympia and will soon be a part of the nation's largest ferry system located in the Seattle area.
If you look at a terrorist attack on a ferry, you have several entities involved in response. You not only have police and fire and Washington State Patrol, but you also have the Coast Guard. So again, just very simply bringing those folks together pre-event, where they get a face for the name and they build a tactical response plan. If there were an event, they could immediately go to mitigating that event instead of trying to figure out who's in charge and what decisions need to make. They can create a plan that they can go ahead and implement.
Rapid Responder has changed the way first responders in Spokane do their jobs when responding to the city's schools and several main facilities.
The stairwell we're going to have you use is this stairwell right around the corner.
We haven't had that tool that actually gives us good pictures of what we're looking at: gauges, shutoffs, exits, secondary means of egress for us, and the product allows us to put those tools in the hands of the people that actually do the work.
Down. Anytime you're talking about terrorist attacks, you're talking total chaos. I mean, it's something we're not very used to in Spokane, which is a good thing. And so what we need at that point is you need to have something that is your safety blanket, and that would be Rapid Responder, which would help us get the correct people to the emergency immediately.
Rapid Responder is on the Interagency Board's standardized equipment list and the DHS Office of Grants and Training's authorized equipment list. If you'd like some more information about Rapid Responder or any of the agencies featured in this program, be sure and visit the NTPI website, or you can write to ComNet at P.O. Box 13489, St. Petersburg, Florida 33733. And while you're on the NTPI website, be sure to sign up and take the online test for CEUs.
And just a reminder, our next ComNet will air Wednesday, April the 25th at 2 p.m. Eastern Time. And be sure to join us for Live Response on March 28th, 2 p.m. Eastern Time, where we will discuss the topic of critical resource logistics and distribution.
Thanks again for viewing, and we will see you next time on ComNet.